All right, we are doing something a little different today. Over the last 9 months, I have uploaded 75 videos since I created this channel. And today I'm going back through all 75 thumbnails and ranking them from worst to best, starting with the ones I consider the least impressive or appealing, all the way up to the ultimate best thumbnail on the channel. Let's go. The thumbnail that gets the worst thumbnail trophy, taking the last position on this list, is this one. This video was about delivering cars during the night. It was actually my first ever night delivery. So to make it clear that it was a night delivery, I simply took a screenshot during the night and used it as the thumbnail. And honestly, this is bad. Seriously, who would click on this and think, yep, I need to watch this? It's dark, there's nothing really grabbing your attention, and it's just not appealing. So yeah, this one deserves the worst thumbnail spot. And no wonder it's also the worst performing video on the entire channel. This video got just 12 views. All right, enough roasting this one. Let's quickly see what the rest of the thumbnails look like. As we continue going through the ranking on the screen, I want to explain the main reason I wanted to make this video. I wanted to look back at where this channel started and, more importantly, where my vision for the future is heading. When I first started this channel, my vision was to make it a multi-purpose gaming channel. The idea was to have videos from many different games. And that's why, as we continue with the ranking, you are going to see 3 GTA 5 thumbnails from some of my very first videos on the channel. But eventually, I realized that Euro Truck Simulator 2 was the game I actually enjoyed making videos about the most. So I decided to test the audience. I posted a poll asking the subscribers at the time why they had subscribed to the channel. Was it because of Euro Truck, or was it because of GTA 5? And surprisingly, just like me, most of them were here for Euro Truck. That was the moment I decided to make the channel ETS2 only. From there, I just kept making more and more ETS2 videos. But as you can see from this ranking, most of the videos I made in the beginning were delivery videos. And believe me, those videos were a joke when it came to graphics. At the time, I was recording ETS2 on a laptop with just 1 GB of VRAM. And here's the shocking part. It's still the same laptop I'm using today. I haven't been able to upgrade it yet. The FPS was already terrible, and it got even worse whenever I started screen recording. So I knew I needed something else to make the videos worth watching. That's when I started adding a story to each delivery. The good thing about those videos was that they were much easier to make. I could sit down, record even 5 deliveries in one session. The editing was also much easier compared to what I do now. I could even upload a video every single day if I wanted to. And that's exactly why you are seeing so many delivery thumbnails in this ranking. They were simple to make, easy to produce, and for a long time, that was the direction of the channel. But eventually I came to a realization. People were not really interested in watching my delivery videos. And honestly, even if I made 50,000 delivery videos, I don't think much would have changed. I was getting maybe 1 new subscriber after an entire month. That's when I decided I wanted to make videos that people would actually want to watch. Videos where you can learn something new about the game. Because think about it. If you watch someone deliver a cargo from one city to another, what do you actually learn about ETS2? Nothing. That's when I started making more interesting videos about the game. I started making tutorials, guides, experiments, and videos that actually teach you something about ETS2. And when I look at my stats now, I can clearly see that you guys are loving this type of content. So that is the direction we are heading. I want this channel to be all about ETS2 tips, tutorials, guides, and interesting things you can learn about the game. And that brings me to something I wanted to tell you guys. After this video goes live, I'm going to remove all the delivery videos from the channel. We are entering a new era of the channel. No more delivery videos. I know YouTube is still recommending some of those old videos to you, and honestly, they look terrible. So I wanted to let you know why those videos are going to disappear. Anyway, I hope you are still enjoying the thumbnail ranking that is continuing on the screen. And while we are talking about thumbnails, let me know in the comments, would you like to see a video showing exactly how I make my thumbnails? Now let's get back to the ranking. Top 15 thumbnails. And to be honest, most of these are from my more recent videos. This is where I really started noticing that my thumbnails were getting better and better. And I think a big reason for that is the change I made from delivery videos to more interesting ETS2 content. With delivery videos, there is only so much you can do. Most of the time, the main thing you can feature is the truck. There isn't really much else you can do with a thumbnail when the whole video is just about delivering cargo. But with the type of videos I'm making now, I have so much more variety. I can create different scenes, show different parts of the game, add characters, use different concepts, and make the thumbnail tell a story. There is honestly a lot I could say about each of these thumbnails, but we don't have all day. So let's skip through these quickly and focus on the top 5. And at number 5, we have this thumbnail. This was the thumbnail I used for a video about walking in ETS2. And I think this thumbnail does a really good job of visually telling you exactly what the video is about. You have a person walking towards a truck with the truck door wide open. It immediately raises a question. Wait, can you actually walk around in ETS2? That's what makes it work. It creates curiosity, it grabs your attention, and it makes you want to click to find out what is going on. And for me, this video was a huge moment for the channel. At the time, I was used to getting 20 or 50 views on my videos, but this one completely changed things. It became the first video on the channel to pass 200 views. Then it hit 300, then 500, then 1,000 views, and it just didn't stop there. As I am recording this video, it has passed 2.6K views, and it is still getting views like crazy. Now, I know 2,000 views might not sound like much from a YouTube perspective, but when you are a small creator who was used to getting 20 or 50 views, 2,000 views is a lot of views. This was one of those moments that made me realize, okay, maybe I am finally figuring out what kind of content and thumbnails people actually want to click on. At spot number 4, it had to be this one. This was the thumbnail I used for a video where I was teaching you guys how to map every setting in ETS2 to an Xbox controller. And honestly, this thumbnail just grabs your attention. I mean, look at that massive Xbox controller being carried as cargo with all those straps holding it in place. It's one of those thumbnails where you see it and immediately think, what the heck is going on here? It is visually interesting. It matches the topic of the video. And it definitely makes you curious about how a giant controller ended up on the back of a truck. Perfection. And I am not even going to lie, this is one of those images I was so proud of that I actually used it as my wallpaper for a long time. I just loved how everything came together. This one definitely deserves number 4. At number 3, we have my baby, my firstborn of the channel. This was the first ever thumbnail I created and used for my very first video. So no matter how many thumbnails I make in the future, this one will always have a special place in the history of this channel. The video was about me delivering GTA 6 copies to Europe. And honestly, for a first ever thumbnail, I think I did pretty well. It tells you almost everything you need to know about the video. You can see the truck with the GTA themed skin. And then we have the Edinburgh road sign, which is a nice little detail because that's where Rockstar North, the studio behind the GTA series, is based. So even as a beginner, I was already trying to make the thumbnail tell a story. You look at it and immediately understand GTA, truck, Edinburgh, delivery. That's pretty much the whole video right there. For my very first thumbnail, this was more than good enough. And because of the memories attached to it, there was no way I was leaving this one out of the top 3. For my number 2, I have this thumbnail. This was for a video where I showed you guys how to listen to your own local music in ETS2. And honestly, this thumbnail was something completely different for me. The first thing that caught my attention was the colors. I had never created a thumbnail on this channel that looked like this before. The whole color scheme just pops out, and there was something about the combination of colors that made this image feel different from everything else I had created. Then you have the giant radio and the characters dancing around it. You don't even need much explanation. You look at the thumbnail and immediately think, music. And that's exactly what a good thumbnail should do. Even if I go through all 75 thumbnails, I don't think there is another one with this same vibe, energy, and visual style. It just feels different. It's colorful, it's fun, it's energetic, and it stands out from the rest. That's why out of all the thumbnails I have created so far, this one is my second favorite thumbnail on the entire channel. And finally, the moment you have all been waiting for, the number 1 thumbnail goes to this one. This was the thumbnail I made for my video about all 26 trucks available in ETS2. And honestly, this thumbnail just tells you everything about the video. And you can see all 26 trucks right there in the image. You look at the thumbnail and instantly know exactly what you're getting if you click on that video. But what makes this one special for me is the amount of work that went into it. The planning, the execution, getting all those trucks together, arranging everything, and making the final image look this good. Perfection. This is what I imagine when I think of a top-level ETS2 thumbnail. And honestly, if one of the biggest ETS2 channels on YouTube used this exact thumbnail for one of their videos, nobody would look at it and think, wait, this came from a channel with less than 100 subscribers? That's how good I think this one turned out. Out of all 75 thumbnails I have created so far, this is my favorite. This is the GOAT of my thumbnails. At least for now. So, what did you think about my top 5? Do you think they deserve those positions? Or is there one thumbnail you think should have ranked higher? Let me know in the comments. And there is another interesting question. Did better thumbnails actually mean more views? Looking at the ranking, I don't think it's that simple. Some of my best looking thumbnails did really well. Psych. But there are also thumbnails that I personally love that did not get anywhere near the same number of views. And at the same time, some thumbnails that I wouldn't rank very highly still managed to get decent views. So maybe a great thumbnail can get someone to click, but the thumbnail alone cannot guarantee views. The video idea, title, topic, timing, and what people actually want to watch all play a role too. But one thing I know for sure is that my thumbnails have improved a lot over these last 9 months. And that brings us to the channel update I talked about earlier. This is officially the beginning of a new era for the channel. The old delivery videos are going to be removed, and from now on, I want this channel to focus on ETS2 tips, tutorials, guides, experiments, and interesting things you can learn about the game. So if you've been enjoying this new direction, stick around, because there is a lot more coming, and if you have any questions, ideas, suggestions, complaints, or something I forgot to mention, leave it in the comments section. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. If not, thank you for watching anyway. And as always, watch one of the videos on your screen right now. I will see you in the next one.